Hey guys, welcome to another Bitter Butter Render Blender tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create this awesome, realistic, and detailed water ripple effects like in this video that I have rendered out. So to do this, we're going to be using a feature called Dynamic Paint. Now you may have heard of it, and you'll be able to find it in the physics properties over here called Dynamic Paint. So to get a better understanding, I've created this really simple scene here. One, the pebble, which is going to be the object that is going to be the brush, which will paint the ripples, and the other one is the canvas where the ripples are actually going to be painted on. Now there's one thing you have to make sure before you start doing dynamic painting is that make sure to subdivide your canvas object a lot to get the most detailed ripples. Now one thing I suggest is that if you subdivide it a lot before you even get started, while you're working on it, it will be laggy and annoying. So what I prefer is subdivide it enough so that you can see the water ripples and then work on it. And then once you're going to render it, you can go ahead and subdivide it more. So without further ado, let's get started with this. So over here in this scene, I'm going to add the dynamic paint. First, we'll go to the brush object, which will be acting on the canvas, and we'll add a dynamic paint. And then that can be brush since it's going to be painting on the canvas. Then click add brush, and that's it. That's all we have to do for the brush. And then for the canvas, we're going to be adding a dynamic paint. Make sure the type is canvas, not brush. Add a canvas and go down until you find surface type. Over here, there are many features: paint, displace, weight, and waves. Since we want a ripple effect, we're going to go with waves, which makes the most sense. And now what you're going to want to do is while animating, you're going to want to animate the brush object. So make sure your movements aren't too tiny so that you can actually see the ripples itself. So I'm just going to add a quick location keyframe, move it around 10 frames forward, move it down probably halfway through the pebble, such as this, add another keyframe, and maybe 3 frames forward, move it up like here. As you can see, you can already see that the ripples are starting to take effect. So this is first, and as you can see, the ripples have been created. Now make sure to shade that smooth, just so you get a more realistic animation. Okay, one last tip to get a water texture like I did there. All I did was add a glossy BSDF and turn down the roughness all the way to 0 or just a little high, such as 0.05 or something. But I prefer just going all the way down. This is just to create a water texture. Now it's not the most scientifically accurate texture, but it does look good in swampy scenes like this. Okay, that was it for today's tutorial. I hope you learned something new. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and the notification so you don't miss out on other awesome tutorials like this, and I'll see you in the next one.